our increase section, so the end of row 7. And now we begin our decrease section, and we start our count over on the decrease section. So to begin, we're going to chain 1, which is not going to count as a stitch, and then we're going to turn our work. Slip stitch into each of the first 2 stitches. So here's the first stitch. I'm going to slip stitch into there, and then slip stitch into the second stitch. Slip stitch and double chain 2 into the chain 2 space. So we're going to slip stitch into the chain 2 space, and I'm going to make sure I do that nice and loosely, okay? And then we're making a double chain 2 into the same chain 2 space. So we're going to go ahead and just make that double chain 2. All right, there we go. See how we now kind of have a straight line going up here? Double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Now double crochet 3 together 2 times. Double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. And then we're going to start our repeat section for this row, which is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in here. This is all going to be familiar to you. Double crochet in each of the next 3, double crochet 3 together 2 times, double crochet into each of the next 3. And we're going to repeat that. So that was the first time we did it. Then we're going to do it a second time. Then we're going to do that a third time. And when we get to the end of that third time that we've done those, we'll be right here, and that's where we're going to come back, okay? I know you can do all of this. We've done all of this many times already. So we're going to come back here at the end of these repeats. We finished that last repeat, and now all we have to do to finish this row is put a double crochet in the chain 2 space. And that is the end of row 1 of the decrease section. And you can see we've turned the corner here at the beginning of the row, and then when we got to the end of the row, we also turned the corner. Okay, so this is now decreasing on both corners. Row 2 of the decrease section, we turn our work, double chain 2 in the first stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, double crochet 3 together 2 times, double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Now we're going to do the same repeat section we did before. 2 double crochet, chain 2, do 2 double crochet in the next 3, double crochet 3 together 2 times, double crochet in the next 3. Then we're going to repeat that once more, and then when we get back here, it's going to get a little different. So I will meet you after we've done that section 2 times, and we are back here. We made that section twice, and now we're on our 3rd time, and this time it just ends a little early. It's super simple. We're just going to do the 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet into the chain 2 space, then double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, double crochet 3 together 2 times, and now we simply double crochet into each of the last 2 stitches. That's all. We just actually ended 1 stitch short on that repeat, and that ends row 3 of our decrease section. Sorry, that ends row 2 of our decrease section. You may have noticed at this point that our square doesn't look very square. It kind of looks like it's going to be more of a diamond, okay? So don't stress about that. This is a square that needs to be blocked. It's just because of the way the stitches work. It's kind of deforming itself. We will block it. We're going to put the border on it, and putting the border on is going to help a lot, and then we're also going to block it. Okay, so don't stress about the fact that your square, your 90-degree angles aren't really 90 degrees. It is totally okay. We will survive. These angles are going to be a little obtuse. This one and our last one. And then this corner over here and this corner over here, you can see are both a little acute. They're a little less than 90 degrees. That's okay. It will block out, I promise. Okay? So don't stress about that. And let's go ahead and start with row 3. For row 3, we are going to turn our work and chain 2 or chain 2 and turn, whichever way works for you. And that chain 2 does not count as a stitch. We're now going to double crochet 6 together. A double crochet 6 together is the same as a double crochet 2 together or a double crochet 3 together. We're just doing it with 6 instead of with 2 or 3 or whatever. So to make the double crochet 6 together, you yarn over, insert your hook into the first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That was 3, we gotta keep going. Yarn over, insert our hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That was 4. Yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That was 5. Yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That was 6. And you can count them and see we have the first half of 6 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the chain 2 we started with. Now we're just going to yarn over and pull through everything. That is a double crochet 6 together. Super easy. Just want to keep counting so that you don't do 5 or 7, right? All right, so now that we got that done, we are going to double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Then guess what we have next? It's that repeat section again. 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in this chain 2 space, double crochet in the next 3, double crochet 3 together 2 times, double crochet in the next 3, and then we're going to repeat that again, and we'll get back to here, and when we get back to here, I will meet up with you, and we will finish off row 3 of the decrease section. Here we are at the end of our repeat section, and we are making the 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet into this last chain 2 space of this row. And then we're going to double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. And then we get to make another of those double crochet 6 togethers. So yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. And you can double check by seeing how many halves of your double crochet you have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is where we started. So there are actually 7 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through everything, and that is the end of our double crochet 6 together, which is also the end of our row 3 of the decrease section. You can see how we are bringing our almost square together here. And like I said, this wonkiness will block out. I mean, even just giving it a stretch with my hands is getting it a good way towards square already. All right, so let's go on to the next row. Row 4. We start off by making a chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and we turn. And now we're going to slip stitch into each of the next 6 stitches. So we slip stitch into 1, 2, 3, and don't pull these tight, okay? If you pull them tight, you're going to mess up your tension here. 4, 5, and 6. All right, and then this row, it really finishes off very similar to the first row that we did here in the decrease row. We slip stitch and then double chain 2 into this chain 2 space. Double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Double crochet 3 together twice. Double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the chain 2. Double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Double crochet 3 together twice. Double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. And double crochet into the chain 2 space. And that is the end of row 4 of the decrease section. Row 5 of the decrease section is very similar to row 2, so we're going to just do that one on our own. I know you guys can handle it. And then we'll come back for row 6, which I'm pretty sure you guys can handle on your own as well, but we're going to come back for it anyway because it is the last row of the center of this square. Right there you can see that we have finished row 5. So now let's begin row 6. We are going to start off by turning and chaining 2, or chain 2 and turn, either way. Now we double crochet 6 together. All right, so we all know how to do that at this point. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Two double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the chain 2 space. Double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. And double crochet 6 together one last time. All right, there we have the end of row 6. And so now we're going to fasten off and weave in the ends. And because we ended with this double crochet 6 together, I don't like to do the fasten off where you just cut it and pull through. That just doesn't work when you end with a decrease stitch. So what I actually do is I kind of do my chain 1 to tighten that up, to close that up, and then I cut my yarn and pull through, okay? And that is how I end when I have a decrease stitch on the end, or any sort of a stitch where just cutting the yarn and pulling through doesn't really feel secure. I'll do a chain 1 and then cut the yarn and pull through. So that's the end of that. And now I'm just going to weave in these 2 ends, and then we will come back and work on the border.